We just got back from a quick trip we made down to Vancouver, and while we were there, we were lucky enough that Scott of Flavourful Farms was willing to give us his time and his knowledge, and we got to do a really great farm tour and ask him a lot of questions. He has been farming for over 3 years now, and he's a one-man show. He runs the farm all by himself, so we were really interested to pick his brain for knowledge because we're hoping to set up a small-scale farm like that as well. He also has a really beautiful farm, and I thought that you all would enjoy coming and taking a look at what he's doing. So today I put together a video of a tour of his farm, and I hope you'll enjoy it.
Okay, let's go for a tour.
Cool.
Let's check this place out.
Okay, so this is my production area. So everything is put into 30-inch wide beds. So in this thing there's 12 beds in a section, but there's like 36 beds here altogether. Actually, there's probably 40 because I added 4 at the top, but we'll kind of go there. So I'm growing lettuce, spinach, red Russian kale, and arugula out here.
Okay.
And then I'm doing all bagged greens and then taking them to grocery stores.
Oh wow, so you got your market really narrowed in.
Yes. Yeah. So like right now my farm this year, like 100% made money, but for it to be like longer term sustainable, I needed it to be like, I would like it to be at like 1.5 to 2 times what I made this year on it to be like really happy and comfortable with it, but it feels like it's kind of growing up there. So right now my season is kind of winding down. I was pretty good with production throughout the whole year, but then I should have probably planted out a little bit more stuff for my second last planting. We can go up here. Yeah. So like these beds here, I would have got a cut off of already, and I just started to get into this one, so you can see further along. So I would have liked to right now to have way more stuff that was that size, because my next set of lettuce is not really coming up to size yet. And that's going to cause me some gaps in production.
Yeah.
Which is not good at the end of the year, especially when you're trying to like be super consistent for grocery stores or restaurants or whatever, right? Everything's set up to be super efficient. So my farm is like, it's super easy to manage. There's not a lot of layers of complexity to my farm this year. And that's why it's been really nice to manage, right? So this is like, these are my newer beds. And what I'm planning on doing next year, I'll keep adding more beds out that way. So I got my big tarp over this part of the field here, but like these are some beds that I just broke in just like a couple weeks ago.
So basically, to start, you just basically use the turf cutter, took the grass out.
Yeah, but that's just because I want to get started right away. I would have got a big UV tarp like that. That's way easier. Yeah. I had to get a sod cutter, and then I had to get my neighbor to come over with the tractor. Yeah. And then I had this big pile of sod that was here, right? It was like a big thing, and that tarp I put over that. I had it over there like last summer to this spring. Yeah. And it was great. I had some dandelions come up, and that was it. Sweet. Like it's still pretty weedy, but like this is like disgustingly weedy. Like for my farm at least. Yeah. Like you can see how much little weeds there is, and like there's so much. This is like, I'm not used to having this much weed pressure. Yeah. In my beds. Like this has been. The one thing that I did really well, and I think it's a really good idea, is like, I think that you should have the size of the farm where you can keep it weed free. I harvest and it goes either straight into the cooler or I wash it right away. So it's getting into the cold plunge, so it's getting all the field heat off of it. Okay. But you got to get that field heat off of it, and that's what makes your stuff keep a long time. Yeah. When I was first going to start a farm, I didn't know what kind of farm I was going to have. I was just going to have whatever was going to make me money. Because I was living in this house, and I wanted to go working for myself full time because I had access to land, right? Yeah. So it like seemed like really cool. So I didn't really care what it was, but I didn't want to be like a broke ass farmer, right? I wanted to make money if I could doing it. So that was really important to me. So the greens thing came along. So I could name my farm Flavourful Farms though, because I didn't know what I was going to sell, right? Yeah. And I thought that could go with anything. Like even if I did animals, like chicken's still flavorful, right? Yeah. So I started doing microgreens because I started my farm 3.5 years ago. So I kind of started it in like fall. Well, actually, I guess almost whatever. 2000, the fall of 2015, I think I started it. So that would have been, I started selling microgreens, and I took them to one restaurant, only one. And I just walked in the kitchen, and I said, like, here's my stuff. I had a fresh sheet for him that had my prices on it and what I was growing. I was like, here's what it is. And he put in a standing order for like $50 or whatever.
Oh, nice.
So I started doing that, and then I've just parlayed everything that I've done off of that. So then when I would go into other restaurants and stuff, I was still working an off-farm job. So I would be like on my lunch break at my work, and then I would be like messaging restaurants on Facebook or on Instagram, or like however I could find them, right? Asking if I could come in and meet with a chef. And then I would go in there, and then I'd be like, okay, I've been selling to this one restaurant steady for like 3 months now, right? So like I know how to, like, I got my invoicing and everything, and they're like, cool. So then I got like another restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to this farmer's market, and then that didn't work out. So then I had like a field full of lettuce, and then Curtis Stona had started doing like selling at grocery stores, and then so I went to a couple of different local grocery stores and seen if they were interested in having my stuff.
Yeah.
And then so I went to the grocery stores, and I walked in, and this was in the fall of my first year, so the end of the season. And I was like, hey, if I came back in the springtime, would you be interested in this? And I was like, I've been selling steady to restaurants for a year, right? Because I had been, because I had my pea shoots, $50 or whatever. And then so then I went in, they said everybody was interested in it, but like, believe it when they give you money, right?
Yeah.
So then I went back in the springtime, and I went to, this one over there, and went over there, and that was it. And that was kind of, I just went in, and it was smooth sailing from there. And so now it's starting to be the time where opportunities are coming to me more, because like now
people know your name.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I can go in now, and I'm like, oh, I'm already selling at this other grocery store across town, and they're like, okay, cool. And then I go and do a sampling at the grocery store, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, a restaurateur comes in, and he's like, oh wow, these are amazing salad greens. Yeah. How much? And I'm like, da, da, da. And he's like, okay, I'll take 5 pounds like a week. We do spinach too? And I'm like, I'm out of stuff. But yes.
And then you get back to the problem of you didn't plant extra.
Yeah. And then there's and then I found out about this aggregator. And so they aggregate stuff from like farmers out here in the valley and take it into Vancouver.
Okay, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
because there's a similar one like that in farm bound. Yeah,
totally. So I did the one thing, and then I just parlayed it into everything else. You can't see now, but we had a personal garden over there, and there's more personal gardens by the house. We grew squash, potatoes, corn, onions, but there's nothing like that out here. Yeah. Because that stuff doesn't make me money. This is my farm. Like, this is my commercial farm, right? Yeah. It's a lot different than like for fun. And like, I used to have chickens. I got rid of them because it was too much time to do chickens and farm and have an off-farm job and everything, totally. Right? So and YouTube. yeah, now and YouTube.
So this is one of the things that we're gonna have to invest in right away, right?
Yeah, this is a critical piece of infrastructure. This is the most important thing on your farm. Okay. For sure. Especially if you want to, like with the kids and stuff, you're gonna want to have flexibility in your time. Yeah. Right? Totally. So it's the most important thing. So this is the cool bus system.
Nice and frosty in here.
Yeah.
So that's just a window air conditioner.
Yes. So this little CoolBot thing tricks the air conditioner into thinking that it's hotter than it actually is. Okay. So then the air conditioner stays on. Okay. So the beauty about using this system here is that the only thing that's like the box isn't going to break. Yeah. So if anything breaks on this, it's going to be this guy right here. Totally. This doesn't have any moving parts. It's just a little computer. So this is the only thing that's going to break. So if this thing breaks, I go to Canadian Tire and get a new AC. Yeah. And I'm back in business this afternoon.
And what about humidity? Do you do anything to control?
No, I don't. I haven't had any problems with this at all. Yeah. Yeah, this has been really good. Different people will eat different things. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with humidity though.
And then you just keep everything in Rubbermaid totes?
Totally. Yep, wash everything out.
So basically your process is you pick it and then you wash it? Or you put it in here right away?
Yes.
And then if you wash it, you put it in here right afterwards?
Yeah. Since I'm doing all greens, this is my bubbler. I spin them here. This is my hand spinner, but I have a washing machine that I'll do like a greens dryer too.
Yep.
I'll hack that apart this winter and do that. And then I have a little drying table, but I'll just show you this. This is a so this is basically gonna make like a little jacuzzi for the greens, right?
Cool.
So this is a spa blower I got off Amazon, and then there's PVC pipe here that I just got from the store and drilled some holes in it, fill it up with water, and then I just plug this guy in, and then it starts going. We'll just do nothing right now. So then afterwards I can dump it out, but yeah, they bubble in there for like 5 minutes or whatever, gets off all the dirt. Then I spin them, or I'll put them into laundry bags and put them into the dryer.
Yeah.
But that next year that will be like a tote system where I'll scoop it out of there and put it in there. So it'll be it'll be a tote like this.
Yep.
And all this. And then this here is the final step. Yeah, perfect. So that will get like 90% of the water off of it, and then this is just there's
Airflow.
Yeah, so just get that last little bit off of there.
How long does it have to sit on there?
This is depends how dry they come out of the spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to, especially if you're gonna put them into bags. If there's any moisture on the leaves, then they'll start to go really slimy.
Yeah.
Like this is really easy, and then usually I had my packing table here all year, but I moved it into my office because I don't have to be outside in cold. Yeah. Yeah, and I get cold.
Oh, yeah.
So I I just bring it back in there. Just a washing table. So when my toes get dirty, I can just bring them out here and hose them off, and then that will just drain away there. So this is something where you could put all your root vegetables on there and hose them off too. Mm-hmm. I don't grow any root vegetables, otherwise I would. Like if I had turnips or something, you harvest them in the tote, dump them on the table, hose them all off, and then back into the clean tote. Right?
Yeah.
So everything's very close, like very few steps between stuff.
Yeah, you want to make sure you want. Yeah, you want to try to minimize that, especially once you get your so out in the field. Say you're out in the field, that's fine. But once you're back, yeah, you want to be don't want to be messing around too much.
Yeah.
You want to be messing around as little as possible because it gets really like after you've already packed like 300 bags and then you have like another 100 bags to go. You're just like you don't want to do it. And so if it's like hard, you're probably gonna mess something up, and then that's when you got to return bags and stuff. That's funny.
Okay, that's not nice. He's coming to brag about the fact he stole it from his sister.
Oh, that's funny. You're funny, man.
We should check out the pallet wall. This is super cool.
Like that.
Yeah. So this is my little office. So I have a spot to come out here. I usually do I'll put all my labels on my bags and stuff here. I actually have like my printer out here so I can print out my orders and stuff, and then I'll do all my packing out here.
Yeah.
Right?
And this is your art?
Yeah, some stuff I made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is super cool.
Thanks. Yeah, it's I kind of wanted to, I really was seeing myself like doing farming in the summertime and then doing some sort of art in the wintertime, like whether it's this or the videos or whatever, like that's kind of how I see my life going.
Yep.
So that's like, I'm really using my farm to pay for all my bills. So like that's why I don't necessarily have the biggest farm or anything, because like I'm just trying to cover my bills in like the most efficient way possible, I guess. Right? Yeah. And then give myself time for winter to do like other things.
Okay. Just, you know what, you can have it in the car. Just let him, he's all excited about not sharing with you.
So it's like, it's fun, right?
It's a good cut.
You got it.
Scott's farm is so beautiful. It's not big,
it's super manageable, and what he's doing is really interesting to us. In this video, I just edited together the tour to show you what his space is like and to give you an introduction to him. But he actually gave us an hour and a half of his time when we picked his brain. So we have a couple other videos that are going to be coming out over the next couple days where we go a little bit deeper into our questions about farming and, you know, all the really great knowledge that we got from him. So stick around for those and make sure to check out his channel. I'm going to throw somewhere up here his subscribe button, and down in the descriptions you can find all the links over. He's doing a really interesting YouTube channel where he follows daily his journey on his farm, and I personally really enjoy it, and so I think that you guys would too. So make sure to go check it out and give him a big thanks from us, because we had a great time visiting his farm. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.